Going.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
Today we're going to be doing a review of the Glenlivet XXV. This is kind of a special review because Josh and I would like to do a shout out and a huge thank you to George over at Barley and Hops. He did a special birthday because I've got a 51-year-old birthday. I'm turning 51 here. So George did a special birthday thing at the request of my wife, who had set it up the last week and a half. So George reached out to me from their channel as Barley and Hops, and he did a special birthday shout out on a video he just put out. He's subscribed to our channel. He watched several videos and gave us some really good comments, and really he was just a very kind man. I mean, I just have a lot of respect for him. Josh and I have been watching his videos for quite some time. He specializes in brewing and distilling, and he's just very, very knowledgeable, and we look up to him kind of immensely.
He's one of those genuine people that you don't see a lot on YouTube, I guess,
No.
He's a genuine good man, and we appreciate the shout out for us, and especially Joe's birthday wish, and it's much appreciated.
It was.
The dogs like you.
Yeah. So we are going to embed a clip from that shout out he did for us, or possibly he did send an email directly to me through my wife. And it was quite heartfelt and quite genuine, as Josh said. So George, thank you very much. Right. It was very heartfelt and genuine, almost brought me to tears.
And he'll actually, if you will watch his web page or his YouTube channel, he'll actually respond to your emails. He puts his phone number out there. I mean, you don't see that. I mean, no. I personally wouldn't do it.
Right.
But
no.
He's a good person, and it was a good, nice thing for your birthday. I was surprised that he actually did that.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was cool. So we're going to put a clip after we're done with this intro here. You'll be able to watch it. It's a couple minutes. And remember, Barley and Hops, George, subscribe to their channel. They are awesome. He is awesome, super knowledgeable. It's just, and he's fun to watch. He's humorous too.
Yes.
He's a very good man.
All you moonshiners, if you want to hear.
Whoa, welcome back everybody. I'm George. I am your humble servant and host. And today's video is on upcoming events and things that we've got working right now. What I want to do is I want to make sure I can explain just briefly what I got going on, and allow you to just contemplate that for a while, because we have been theorizing. Now, the first thing I want to share with you is I'm going to do, and within the next 48 hours, we're going to do another review on a still. And this is called Samagon Apparat. And it's a traditional old-style Russian still with a slobber box. So we're going to learn a lot about that. And I'm sure you'll be just as interested in that as I am. So that's coming up. Now, check out these two guys.
Durbin's Bourbon, I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
Durbin's Bourbon.
Tuning in. And
this is Joe, and he'll be on your left, and Josh is on the right. These two guys publish videos on a weekly basis, and here, you can go to their channel and check them out. What's really interesting is that no matter whatever it is you want to know about the flavor profile, the character, the process, and the history in some of your most favorite spirits, these guys cover it. Most excellent, most excellent. And Joe, Megan wants to wish you a happy birthday, as well as I do, and hopefully everybody in the community. So send Joe a birthday wish. He'll be 51 on the 19th of August. And we want to wish him a happy birthday. Now, Joe always says, if you're going to drink your bourbon, drink it the way you'd like it. I think that's some good advice. So, here's what I got working.
All right, on to the Glenlivet 25. The going price in our state, we're in a liquor control state. It is an expensive 25-year Scotch whiskey. It is the oldest age in the Glenlivet line. Our area is around 400 $8 for a bottle. It's not cheap. I've had this bottle for a couple years now. I do put a wine preserver in it when I'm not drinking it, and we have a taste every great once in a while. This one is mostly just an honor for George, a toast to you, George. So we thought we'd break out one of the really nice ones and coveted ones. And it is a very good scotch too. Some of that might be how much of it is because it cost a bunch and it's your mind getting away with you, but it is very good scotch. And it is finished with Oloroso sherry in there. It has to have all 4 signatures from the master distiller, the distillery owner, the barrel warehouseman, and several of the folks at Glenlivet have to sign off on each barrel and each bottle that's actually released before it's put in the case and shipped anywhere. They all have to agree that this bottle is worthy of the 25-year label. And it is 43% ABV, so it's a little higher than the standard scotch at 80 proof. So it does go through quite a rigorous process before it's ever put in a bottle.
Wow, that's a lovely nose.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice velvety kind of. There's sugar, some apple.
I'm getting the hints of that sherry cask too.
Yeah. It's in there, but some of the younger whiskeys that have the sherry influences, the Olorosos and the Malaga and all the different ones, they tend to be a little sharper on that grape note. And this is very subtle. And of course, it is 25 years old. It's been sitting in casks for 25 years.
Yeah, you can get the wood char smell.
Yeah, a little bit of wood, a little bit of char there. It's very soft though.
Yeah.
Good nose, good color. Glenlivet, I believe they do put E150. I don't know if they will with this because it's 25 years. So it doesn't say one way or another. But it does have a nice color. The legs on it are fairly slow. So it's going to be somewhat oily.
I was just checking to see if it was non-chill filtered, but it's not.
Oh, it's not? Yeah. We'll square it up, I think.
That's perfectly straight.
Perfectly straight. Good nose.
Yeah, it's got a really pleasant nose. Like you said, the floral notes and the, but it's got depth to it.
Yeah.
With the wood, the char, and the sherry cask smell.
Yeah, and that. Yeah, it's
I don't remember pleasant. I mean, I haven't had it probably for a few years ago. I don't think I've had it since then.
Probably. Yeah, it's probably been a while. I haven't cracked this bottle for quite some time. I think I had some a couple Christmases ago. Our oldest son came up and I poured some for him, and he's like, "That's good, Dad." And I was like,
that's older than you.
At that time, it probably was.
All right.
Yeah, should we go to try?
Heck yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to George. Thank you.
It is as I remember it.
That is delightful. Wow.
It is just like I remembered it.
So smooth.
Yeah, that is a very smooth, very fine whiskey.
It's like you get that typical Scotch flavor. There's so much more going on. It's, gosh, I can't even. It's caramely and
there's some
fruity,
buttery characteristics.
Super buttery
on the palate. The alcohol, even though it's just a little bit higher than the standard Scotch, 80 proof at 43% ABV, but the alcohol is definitely not. It's not strong at all.
I'm glad it's not just 80 proof.
I am too. I'm really pleased that they do bump it up a little bit. That is a really, really smooth. I'm trying to figure what can I pull out of that for notes.
I'm getting almost like an almond.
Yeah,
almond, like a nutty.
Yeah, there is kind of a almond characteristic. Some soft. That floral kind of comes over across in the taste for me.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way that flowers, but you would think of that nectar or
nectar. nectar.
What are those little flowers? You used to pull them apart as a kid. A honeysuckle.
Oh.
Kind of that sweet honeysuckle that if you, as a kid growing up, ever grew up in an area where
there's dogs.
There was dogs. Or the honeysuckle vine, you'd pull it off and you kind of suck the nectar off of it, and it's kind of a sweet kind of characteristic.
It's super sweet.
It is.
But it's got heat from the alcohol. It's also got depth from the barrel. You can tell, like char. It's got more of that. It's almost like one of those, like the yellow spot or something, where they put it in like old bourbon
old
casks
bourbon
or something. I don't know. It's just got more.
There's some depth to it.
Yeah, a lot of the scotches don't have that barrel char like a bourbon does. You know, but this is it's kind of subdued though. It's not super strong, but you can taste it.
Yeah, there's no one characteristic in the scotch, in this whiskey, that overpowers the other.
No, it's just like
they all. Yeah. And I thought this would, with an older scotch or even an older Irish or anything, you kind of expect that, but we have other whiskeys up here that are very old, an Irish that's got some 32 in it, and it doesn't have the same characteristics of that smooth, rounded, easy sipping whiskey.
That's a good whiskey right there.
That's one
I can't afford it, but I'm glad you can.
I afforded it one time.
Yeah, that's why it's only,
after several years,
couple drams out of it.
Yeah. Glenlivet has always been one of my favorite scotches because they're consistent. They are a big distillery, and they're just super consistent. And they have a ton of different expressions. I mean, there's a huge variety. If you want high ABV, which we've done some videos that after the videos were done, we were done because they were 132, 135 proof, and you can't drink much of those without it creeping up on you. So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you can't remember.
Yeah, did we do one of those?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Two, but comparisons.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Name is.
What your name is.
But this is a fantastic whiskey. If by chance you have the money to spend and you would really like an exquisite whiskey for really special occasions, milestone birthdays, weddings, births of kids, grandkids, great-grandkids,
holidays,
whatever. This would definitely be one for that. I would not hesitate for any of those occasions to break that and have folks enjoy it.
If you're rich, you could just have it as your daily sipper because it's good.
It is good.
I would love to be able to do that.
If I was a lottery winner,
you could just burn the wood box in your wood pile.
Right.
Like,
okay, I got 7 more. If I had money to burn, I would probably drink more of this.
Yes.
But since I don't, I'm a working stiff like most of you out there enjoying the show are. We have to use it sparingly.
Right. Well,
but this was a special occasion with the birthday coming up, 51, and George, the shout out was huge.
Right.
I'm blown away.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I got to drink this again, thanks to you, George.
Yeah. And I'm even going to throw George's catch line. He always finishes every show that he does. He always goes, and as always, happy distilling. It's very catchy. He even quoted part of our tagline when we closed too, which I thought was cool. Yeah. But great whiskey. If you can find it and you can afford it, I would recommend it. I give it a thumbs up all day long. Yeah. It is unmatched with quality of workmanship and everything. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, from what you have in your collection, it's definitely.
I will take
top
this
3
quality wise, and this is going out on a limb. We might get some haters out there that might put some bad comments, but you know what?
We need some bad comments.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a superior product, in my opinion, than like the craze that's out there for like the Pappy Van Winkle 23.
Yeah.
I think it's a more well-rounded because the high oaked bourbons tend to be really, really oaky. Right. But this is just very smooth. I still like my Pappy 23, but if you're comparing real quality for smoothness,
and you can actually buy this if you wanted to. It's around.
Yeah.
It's not like this. stupid marketing that they do.
Right. It's not $2,300.
It's actually very smart.
Right. Yeah. But secondaries for that. Yeah. There isn't a secondary. If you can find it, most liquor stores carry it. They do produce it every year. It's put out in limited quantities, but it's available. Yeah. Pretty readily available.
Yeah.
For the price. So.
Yeah, you're paying for it. But it's good. Some great whiskey.
We hope you all are enjoying the channel. Those of you that subscribed from Barley and Hops, thank you very much. A bunch of you commented, and I've responded back, and we've talked a little bit. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the birthday wishes from a bunch of you from George's channel coming over to our channel. That was really awesome. I mean, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you guys enjoy the show and follow our shenanigans and enjoy the whiskeys if you're whiskey drinkers too. Possibly whiskey makers out there, some of you. If you have any suggestions, put them down. Remember, pass us on to your family and friends and hit the subscribe button if you want to know when we put out videos. You can hit the icon at the bottom. Like I know every time George puts a video out because I've hit his little bell icon. We put out videos every single Saturday. So a new one will come out every Saturday. Anything else to add?
No, just thanks again, George. That was very much appreciated. I know it was a birthday wish for him, but the shout out for our channel and the fact that you like it means a lot to us. We've been watching you for years, so we appreciate it.
Yeah. And as we always say, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons
any way you like.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Man, that's delicious.